And today we will consider more facts about Sadhu Sundar Singh in this third meditation. Sundar did not only preach, he helped the people in practical ways, caring for them when they were sick and weak, sharing his food with beggars, etc. On one journey, he met a man who appeared to be in great distress and asked him for money. His friend, the man said, had died suddenly on the road. He pointed to a figure on the ground with a piece of cloth over him, and he had no money to bury him. Sundar only had 2 coins, and he gave that to him and went on his way. A short time later, the man came running after him, sobbing. His friend was dead, he said. Sundar naturally was mystified. Yes, you told me so, he said. But this time he is really dead, the man blurted out, and then went on to admit that the whole thing had been a hoax. He and his companion had been preying on passers-by in this way for years, taking turns to feign dead and so extract money from unsuspecting travelers. But now they had lied to a holy man. Now his friend is actually dead. Sundar explained to him that God can forgive him and took that opportunity to preach to him. The man was ready to receive Christ and became an active church member. On another occasion, having been directed along a forest path that actually led to a river, he saw that it was too wide to cross. Night was falling, and with the sound of wild beasts, he wondered what he could do. Just then he saw a man warming himself by a fire. Don't worry, I'm coming to help you, the man called out and said to Sundar, sit on my shoulders. Perched on the man's back, Sundar was carried to safety. I must tell him the good news about Jesus, he thought. On arrival at the bank, Sundar slipped off the rescuer's back, turned around to speak to him, but the man was not there. Neither was there any trace of the fire. During his 20s, Sundar Singh's gospel work widened greatly, and long before he was 30, his name and picture were familiar all over the Christian world. He became a renowned speaker. Wherever he went, both Christians and non-Christians thronged to see and hear him. In 1918, he preached in Ceylon, Burma, Singapore, Japan, China, and Malaysia. In 1921, Sundar Singh ministered in Tibet. From there, he went on to Palestine, and thereafter he preached in Egypt, then in France, and then in Switzerland. Then he spoke in Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and Holland. He also preached in Ireland and Scotland. He spent 3 months preaching in American cities from New York to San Francisco. That year, he had to turn down pressing invitations to speak in Finland, Russia, Greece, Romania, Serbia, Italy, Portugal, and United States, and New Zealand. At certain meetings, the doors had to be closed half an hour before the time the sadhu was scheduled to speak. It is reported that once in South India, when he preached, there were 32,000 people gathered to hear him. He drew souls like a magnet. This tall, bearded, barefooted man in the saffron robe brought with him an indefinable sense of the eternal. As one writer put it, having come from the presence of Sadhu Sundar Singh, men forget themselves. They forget even the sadhu, but they are reminded of Christ. Once, when he was in Ceylon, he was told of a boy who had a serious operation and whose life hung in the balance. When Sadhu saw him in hospital, he asked the boy, what is it that you want me to do? I want you to put your hand on my head and pray for me. I am not God, said Sadhu gently. I cannot heal you, but Jesus can. You must pray to him. I know, the boy responded immediately. All the same, please do as I ask. Sundar then prayed, and the child was healed. Soon he appeared to people as a wonder worker. This worried Sundar. More attention was focused on Sundar and not on Christ. He said, I felt that healing distracts people from the gospel. I had to preach. So he refrained from exercising the gift of healing he possessed. In our fourth and the final meditation about Sadhu Sundar Singh, we'll consider more facts about this great man of God. May God bless you. Amen.